Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy. That's it, that fast as hell, didn't I? It's your boy, Next Gen 720. I know I supposed to give you guys Beast Fire yesterday. Actually, I was having a problem with YouTube. It wouldn't let me upload for some reason, and I don't know. My button was missing. I don't know, but it came back and it got fixed. Make a long story short, better late than never. Few things we're going to talk about today. I'm here with a lot of the broadband bullies. Just about everybody here. We all listen. Anybody watching live, you guys want to rock out? We on the Discord, so you can just come on and hop on in. Hold on one second. Thank you. There's a lot going on in the gaming industry in the world. A few things we're gonna talk about. We got again, Red Dead's back in the news. Kotaku looks like they exposed Rockstar about the $100 work weeks, or whatever the case. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the NPD. Spider-Man beats out, believe it or not, NBA2K19. Jesus, and that's a multiplayer. That's a huge game. That's a huge multiplayer game. Talk about a couple of figures too. We got some other numbers that got sent to Needles. We're gonna talk about that. We may have the exact sell figures of the Xbox One. Looking kind of spooky. We're gonna talk about that. But as you guys are coming in, you know the rules. Like I said, the like button. We got a little fun today. Mighty Moss, what's going on with you, good brother?
Yeah, what's up, people? Man, it's your boy. I'm not chopping ponies' necks off today. I'm gently laying them down. You know what I'm saying, on Twitter, because they just don't know when to stop. They still want to re-debate the seventh generation, man.
Oh, they do.
You know, and it's looking spooky out here, man. Look, y'all won this generation. Relax. I know y'all fearful of the bots that I got up there at the Shaolin temples. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a year or two before we come down from the temples, from the lakes of Monotarka and come give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But straight up, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. It's something in the air, Z. They ever since Daddy Daydream came out, they don't feel like they got they same wop, man. They seem a little off. I don't know, but
man, that's all I'm bro. Don't be messing, man. I got enough stuff on that Daddy Daycare, man. I mean, Daddy Dream. White Daddy. I got enough stuff on that White Daddy. Again, Neith, what's going on with you, good brother?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I've been playing that Black Ops 4 a lot. Like me and you were playing that last night, and at first we had to drop with a Noah's brother or whatever because it was too damn high of a level. And me and you were just at the bottom of the leaderboard, but we got with it. I went 28 and 12 at one point, so I called that a W.
I went positive myself a few matches. I didn't. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm trash anyway, but I didn't play for about a week, and it's like my third, fourth match. I even got a couple bodies in. What's that blackout mode? You know what I mean? Listen, I want to talk about that more in depth too.
Ain't no KDs in that game. That's the shit I don't like. I want to see my
in blackout mode.
Nah, like in general, like they don't tell you your kills, your death. Like, well, unless I just don't know where to find that shit. But I've been looking like
you just hit the back button and scroll through your name.
Like.
To keep total track of it.
Yeah, like I think they took that off because they don't want all that toxic shit, like how people used to be bitching about other people's KD and all of that shit.
Well, you can still.
Nah, man, that's part of the game. Yeah, that's part of the game.
Yeah, but that shit brought a lot of crazy shit back then, man. When people be looking at your shit, be making fun of you because of your KD and all of that. I think they trying to hide that shit. Like,
I don't know, man. If they want to do an exposed video on Neethles, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't bother. Listen, man. You know what, bro? Let me tell you something. As far as with me, as like I said, as you guys come in, shout out to everybody in the chat right quick. You know what I mean? As far as me, I ain't never make my claim to be the world's best gamer. You know what I mean? Or, bro, I can tell you I'm trash.
He talks the most shit though.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk shit regardless. That's what I do. I'm gonna pop.
Like I remember he hopped in. He's like, "Oh, you lost because you didn't have me. I'm the killer." He hops in the game. He goes 0-14.
Yeah, I know 0-12. You know what I mean? But
throw me back in, coach.
Yeah, listen, throw me back in the game, coach. Hey, bro, but listen, but once I get it though, I can hold my own a little bit. You know what I mean? Duty ain't that hard to play. You know what I mean? It's just that a lot of people that we play, they got all types of perks and you know what I mean, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? But once I get it, it's like with Gears of War. Play this. I'm better than Duty. That's the first one. That was Gears of War, and I take some of my head with this shot in Gears. Like I was trash in Gears, bro. But me popping shit, me just keep playing, popping shit and keep playing. But shout out everybody in the chat. My brother Alex, what's going on? Alex Lex Press, Darkly, TD Dummy, DI, 6'9", what's up? Rafiza, Tekken God, Jess, what's up, baby? Who else got? Bring Harmony, certainly HVD. That's the name and a half. HVD, Ivy, goddamn. G, Junior, what's up, baby? LG game, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I'm here, man. You holler at me, man. I was online all day yesterday on Call of Duty, LG. Overdone Super Jamaican, what's going on, good brother? Hey, Super Jamaican, if you want to rock, we in here. We in the Discord. Quavo, what's good, man? Shooty, shut Neverland Lex, shut up. Corey Massey, what's up, man? Gilliam, Karan, Stephen, Keep It G, what's good? Shout out to everybody, man. But anyway, so yo, soccer count Corey Massey, check this out. Who else we got in here today?
We got Post.
Post. We got Dragon
Post.
Yeah, man, I'm here. What's going on?
Oh, I got to turn you up, bro.
Oh,
Hold.
They sound like they got dudes.
Yo, he pulled the Mr. Parker mic.
Somebody land him on his stomach.
Hold on. Say something again, Dragon.
You guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, bro, you low as hell. Hold up.
Hey, yo, he sound like he in the bottom of the well in the ring.
Hey, nah, he said, what guy say he in that sunken place? What do you want? Oh, you on a computer or you on your cell phone? What are you on?
Boy, getting smothered right now.
Oh, man, I'm on my cell phone, man.
Oh man,
Nah, man, the Xbox lost the MPD. He lost his microphone.
Oh, yeah, okay, so no more.
Coincidence? I think not.
I'm gonna say this, right? I gotta say this for the record, man. All these niggas with these good government jobs, like Dragon, got the shittiest equipment. Yeah, I'm barely getting by scamming and sell my 7 stamps every month. These niggas got the worst goddamn mic. Niggas didn't put me on the podcast. Don't mean to put me in the game, coach. These niggas show up with the bare minimal essentials. God damn. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Lionel Bowles in the chat. What's going on, good brother? But we gonna come back to them. We get them together. Who else we got in here? LaButter, what's going on, baby?
I'm chilling, man. You know,
Mr. Manhattan
like
himself. What's up?
facts. Nah, I just got back from work not too long ago because, like I said, we going cloud based at my job, so it's got slaving us. You feel me? So yeah, man. Post said that.
That's the second coming of Jesus Christ, right there.
Oh, you coming through a little clear now?
Shit.
Okay.
He's talking about that cloud shit. No wonder.
Okay, well, okay. We see you, the cloud base. Okay, not a problem. Hey, Post, you there, good brother? He got his mic muted. Not a problem. Holy says you guys come in. Xbox One X outsells the base.
Yo. What's up? We hear you. Okay.
Like, go to get some food. Like,
yeah, we thought you went to go get that hot water cornbread, bro. We ain't doing the hot water. Not right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's going on with your Post? Anything smooth?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just taking care of things on the family side. But I'm playing. What I'm playing right now? I'm playing the Order 1886 right now.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. Post.
Dude.
That's what's up. Post. You say you're trying to order 1886. All right. We're gonna talk about that too. So anyway, again, shout out to everybody in the chat. As you guys come in, you know the rules. Hit the like button. You know, if you haven't yet subscribed to my, please do so, and give it a thumbs up. So getting right into it, MPD numbers are come out, right? More or less, or we know who's the winners, who's the losers. Surprisingly to me, I knew Spider-Man was going to be in the top 3 or top 2. The fact that it even outsold NBA 2K19. They released on the same damn
neck
day.
And neck.
They released on the same day.
yeah, Sony had confidence in that game on like days gone.
Listen, that says a lot because again, nothing. I mean, you gotta say like nothing outsells. Nothing really outsells NBA 2K. You gonna see NBA 2K19 in the top 10 MPD all the way until August or July of next year or 2019. It sells all year long, right? Always in the top 10. The fact that it outsold and outperformed. You know what? I should have bet Dirk Diggity again about this shit. I should have got him for another 50. The fact that it outsold again. What do you call it? NBA 2K19. It does easily $1 million on the X and the PS4 alone. For just by itself. I don't know, and I don't know what it probably does on the Switch, but it's also on PC. All those numbers combined, and it outsold. Damn, that's just a lot.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Do you think it would be that big? Because I got, you know, again, I got called anything but a child of God when I said that most likely Spider-Man will outsell God of War. Just the hype was just too big, you know what I mean? Like, goddamn Spider-Man. But what are your thoughts about it, Moss? Talk to me.
I got to choose my words carefully because I don't want Nethos. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him. Like, no, Nethos is the legend killer, man. Randy Orton in the house. Hey, look. No, I'll put it like this. Even though I haven't put a lot of hours into Spider-Man, I think God of War is the better game.
Okay,
but it's Spider-Man. But just to illuminate how big this is, even though I'm not surprised. NBA 2K is on every platform available, okay? Except for maybe mobile, all right? It's everywhere. Spider-Man is just available on the PlayStation 4. And it came out the same day, and what did it do, Z? It beat it. Mm-hmm. That's a hell of a father, man. Peter Parker's a hell of a father. Yo,
he was a hell of a father.
That's why we Xbox, we in training up in the mountains, man. When Sony said that they had Spider-Man exclusive, when they did that, I knew that was going to be a hurt piece, man. That's a big order to bounce back from, and it doesn't surprise me. But again, when you think about it, that's a big deal, man. It's a really big deal, and kudos to them, man. Kudos.
Nathan, your thoughts? Talk to me.
Well, was it really a surprise when Spider-Man went out there and sold 3.4, or was it 3.2? I think it was 3.4 million units in just 3 goddamn days. You knew that shit was a juggernaut right there.
Here's the thing. I know it was I know it was a juggernaut, but we talking about NBA 2K.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like literally, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you look at Twitch and the top players on Twitch or you look on YouTube, some of the top streamers on YouTube, or fucking like 2K is bigger than Madden.
It is.
Like, you know what I mean? And again, we're talking about on the Xbox, on the on the PS4 or whatever the hell. On this, I don't know what numbers it does on the Switch, and you could ask Baron for that. On PC, Steam, and all that shit, you know what I mean? That's bananas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I know Spider-Man was going to be huge just for the hype around, but I didn't think it would outsell, 2K. Actually, I didn't even think to compare it. You know what I mean? I know they released it the same day. You know what I mean? I wouldn't if Spider-Man would have came in number 2, cool. You know what I mean? Like even example, God of War came out in April, right? Did God of War get the top spot, or did that still go to Far Cry?
It went to God of War.
It went to God of War.
Okay. Well, yeah. But you know what I mean? But overall, are you surprised? You're not surprised, or like?
I mean, I'm shocked that it happened, but at the same time, like MM2K says, it's fucking Spider-Man, and that character is bigger than ever, and Sony just had the perfect game to come out.
Okay. Post, you there, good bro? You got his mic muted? Back? Well, to get back, a lot better.
For me, I was kind of surprised, but not too much. Like, I know a lot of people was trying to downplay the game, say it's a kiddie game. Like, I mean, Spider-Man appeals to a lot of people.
To the left.
Yeah. It really does appeal. I mean, 2K is big, but like, I mean, Spider-Man is always going to be Spider-Man. I don't care what anybody say. Like, I knew all these dudes that kept trying to downplay the game, they was going to secretly buy the game, even if they was going to talk shit about it.
I give him $30. I give him $30. I'm not interested. That's what I'm saying. I'm just not interested right now.
Yo, that's what I'm saying.
Spider-Man game. Nothing more.
See, you full of shit.
I know one thing. Like, if you're a Spider-Man fan, even a little bit, you're gonna get this game because it's not like any Spider-Man game you have ever seen or played before. Like, let's just be honest. You could try to compare as much as you want, but seeing that game, I say, yo, Spider-Man is so big. I know a lot of people will go out and buy PlayStation. Like when I was going to work in Times Square and I seen kids actually seeing that Spider-Man train in Grand Central, yo, they were freaking out. They were hyping up. I'm like, damn, like this shit is really going to be. That's when I realized when I seen kids just dead ass wanted to get on that train just because it was Spider-Man. I was like, yo, this game is definitely what's going to take off just because of that.
Who else we got in here? Dragon, your mic back working or no?
You give me the sunken place because we talk about Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
no, it's all good, dog. What's up?
Oh, we can hear you now. What your thoughts about Spider-Man outselling NBA 2K for the month of September?
I mean, well, after seeing Spider-Man, I'm like, it's actually a really good looking game, and Spider-Man is an iconic character. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't really surprised about that. And to your point about 2K, yeah, it is on all platforms, but let's be honest, the majority of people who actually bought that game only bought that game on 2 platforms, Xbox and PlayStation, and that was it.
You got PC, you got
you got a lot.
I think the PC following is starting to grow. I mean, you had to. What year was that?
Pretty big.
Yeah, 17. I think.
I'm sure it does decent on the Switch too. Everyone has a damn console.
It's on mobile.
Yeah, but I mean, but once again, let's be honest. We're putting this up against an iconic Marvel character. We're also putting that up against a character that now has the backing of Disney. So, I mean, a lot went into this game. And when I saw, I saw like a little documentary that they did for it. And when I saw how much went into the game, I was like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. I have to like walk back some of the stuff that I said. So no, I'm not surprised at all.
I'm not walking back shit.
And
it's
then
still
also,
dog shit.
And then also 2K just has 2K is big, but the following compared to Spider-Man is really a huge difference. Like, I don't care how you can downplay the game as much as you want, but it's a huge difference. Like 2K does cater to like certain fans. Like, I know it's big, but it's just not as big as Spider-Man. It's really not.
Yeah, and then 2K also had some problems this year because you saw a lot of comparisons on YouTube this year with NBA Live 19, and a lot of the 2K dudes was even saying that Live was going to be some comp this year in terms of how it played. So I don't know.
And the whole microtransaction shit that was going on, I felt like maybe some people didn't want to buy the game because of that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of people think 2K been on a downcline from this year.
It kind of has.
It's like it is. I will say this. Same thing about 2K. People talk the most, whatever about it, and they're still gonna go out and buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Even though Live has gotten a little better, people are not gonna put down 2K. Mm-hmm. The only part I probably know is probably just like this kid Smooth, but his integrity is but
I'm not buying Spider-Man. I got to dedicate myself to Live.
Yeah, here's my play in NBA Live. But other than that, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, regardless of you saying Live or 2K is on the incline or whatever the case, decline. It's on so many different platforms.
Yeah. No.
I got some other numbers here. It gets a little better. It says here, what we got here? Hold up. It's a wrestler. It says, as far as Spider-Man, we go. Let me bring this up. It says, since Spider-Man obviously standout success from September, despite launching exclusively for the PlayStation 4, it outperformed every other multi-plat release for the month. It has also a top charted from a historical perspective. Marvel Spider-Man is the best-selling game with September achieved the highest monthly dollar sales for any PlayStation exclusive in history. I'm gonna read that again. Marvel Spider-Man is the best-selling game of September, achieved the highest month dollar sales for any PlayStation exclusive in history. God damn!
It gets better. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking away from that. And when I said on a downward climb, I said from some people's perspective, not all. And some people like 2K is still rocking it. And that's all the guys on
2K. They got to change, man. I don't care. They got
my friend list just be full of 2K players. That's all my homies be on is 2K. But that's amazing for Spider-Man, and that goes to show you the worldwide appeal and success that iconic character that he is, man, as far as Spider-Man. So, I mean that's still for Sony. Mm-hmm. That game is amazing, man. I finished the single player. I still have the side missions and things to clean up, but man, the gameplay was awesome. It was smooth, and the set pieces for some of the boss battles was fire.
Okay, hold on. Let me say. I don't know if you heard. I said what's up, my brother Lionel Bulgin in the chat. My man Chad man 23 posted why the Forza flop. Well, we can right on the Forza flop. They're saying it's the best selling Forza.
No, it didn't flop.
It still made it number 7 on the MPD, and for a racing game, that's pretty good actually.
On a racing game, for the amount of units and lethal test this for the amount of units that supposedly Microsoft got out there. That was a miracle. that game died on the cross.
Wait, I thought that shit was going to be on Game Pass, so it wouldn't sell.
Woo! Hey, yo, wait till Nethos get to these numbers, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. Yeah, we got some. Now listen, I know this is supposed to be a Xbox pie, which it is.
Yeah, it is.
More
It
level
is.
headed. We got some like I don't know if this is true. We're gonna say allegedly. Official numbers for the Xbox. This shit is kind of spooky. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna get to that later on in the show. Though, stick around for that. Okay, like I said, well, going back, like I said, also with Spider-Man, since the highest launch month with dollar sales for any PlayStation exclusive in history, and the seventh largest launch ever achieved by any game with any PlayStation platform, except Scala.
That's incredible.
My Spider-Man generated a higher dollar sales in this launch than any other game this year, and damn, Spider-Man generated a higher dollar sales in its launch than any other game this year, and currently ranks as the third best-selling game of 2018.
Wow.
God,
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm going to take this quote real quick. Marvel's Spider-Man achieved launch month sales 37% higher than the combined launch month sales of all other Spider-Man games released since the MPD group has begun tracking in 1995.
Damn.
Wow.
So they took all those Spider-Man games, combined them, and it still outsold all of that by 37%.
Yeah.
God damn. I mean, because Spider-Man 2 like so well, like
Yeah. And that's what people like are taking L, and they're like, okay, well, Spider-Man games always sell or they don't sell. Clearly, this one sold, and it completely outsold the other ones.
A
lot of people said it wasn't going to touch Spider-Man 2. Like, I know a lot of people were saying it wasn't going to touch Spider-Man 2.
Well, with that being said, and we know Sony's going to release the numbers. Can we get a guess? Can we get a guesstimate from everybody how many we going to think it's going to do by the end of the holiday season?
Shit.
I'm gonna say 12 million.
Yeah, honestly, it has to be between 10 and 12.
Yeah, between 10 and 12. If Sony was smart, they'd hop right back on that hype train.
Yeah.
Bundle.
Christmas would be better.
I bet you they're going to be selling those PlayStation Slims with Spider-Man and everything.
Yeah, I was going to say that if Spider-Man going to come back out for Christmas, I have a feeling that that's what they want to do. Those Spider-Man PS4s.
Because it isn't the return of the Spideyverse. Ain't they coming out this
Yeah.
Christmas, that's what they want to do.
Bro, if they had that there, you could get you get the lucky bucket of popcorn, and you could get you a PS4 Pro Spider-Man.
How much they're gonna advertise the shit out of it in the movie theaters and all of that? You know they're gonna do that. Like you out there watching Spider-Man, see a Spider-Man gameplay, a Spider-Man console. Like damn, like.
I'm not trying to sound like no pony, but I'm just saying this is how you advertise, man. You got to give credit where credit is due, man. This is what you do. This is why you fight for mind share.
You Sony brainwashing niggas in the movie theater, like you gonna come out
exactly. Don't you talk about that advertisement? Microsoft's launching that Taco Bell shit with that console.
Man.
Bro, why? Microsoft, I'm not gonna lie, they keep putting out some fire shit, like, but you can't get it, like. That shit makes me want to smack the shit out of Phil every time you do some shit like this. Like, slap.
It makes the Taco Bell sound when you hit the power button.
Wait, hold on. Just take Taco Bell. Listen, the Taco Bell stuff is cool, like they had with Burger King. But I just not. I think I know. I think they probably look at it as why go over the top with marketing and being honest, we're still gonna sell what we're gonna sell. You know what I mean? I think that's the way they look at it for now. And and again, not to say maybe they say wait the next generation gearing up. And just like wow, spend all that money, you know what I mean? And I think it was Moss. You gave me the number that Sony spends, of course, a lot more in marketing. But you was comparing their dollars. It wasn't. I don't know if it was you. Somebody would hit some numbers. It wasn't that far off. Even though Sony sells so much more, with their in terms of what they make and profit wise, it wasn't that far apart. You know what I mean? You would think the gap would be much wider.
Yeah.
But again, I can care less about Microsoft or Sony's money. But I'm just saying from a business standpoint, it's like, damn, we made, let's say, 2.10 billion, whatever the case, on a diabetic diet. I don't see that changing. You know what I mean? I'm being honest, between now and when we going to say this next generation going to start, 2019, 2020?
I'm going to say 2020.
Okay,
I think
we say 2020 for Microsoft, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to get any of those big games most likely until 2020, right?
I mean, if you think about it this way, Z. Like, okay, we thought that Microsoft just clearly lost the console war because they were trying to fight it. I think ever since the new regime came in, they gave up on it. They said we're holding all of our chips for the next game, and they just played with us and made it seem like they were still trying to fight. They was never trying to fight. And I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing. I just think that people had the wrong perception of what was going on, especially when the Xbox One X was going to be dropped. We thought that it was going to come with a slew of hardcore shit, and it was something to keep. Go ahead, bro.
Because I mean, not to cut you. Know what I thought?
No, go ahead.
I thought even with the Pro, because I mean, not to say the bias. Even with the Pro, I thought when I got the Pro and I got the X, and I was like, you say what we have visually. I'm just being honest. What we have visually now, right? Hear me out. Mm-hmm. And we're going from 1.8 to what 4 T-flops. You're going from 1.3 to 6 T-flops, right?
Yep.
I thought the game was going to look 5 T-flops better.
Exactly, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I thought the shit was going to be like, damn!
Yeah. You could touch the trees and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was, I'd eat our babies. I thought I was going to be out there, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I thought. That's what I envisioned. You know what I mean? And, does the Pro look a little performed than a Slim slightly? But again, it's not night like in
night
it's not season to season. But what we thought, we look. That's what I'm saying. You got 1.3 T-flops, and you got a console that's 6 T-flops, right? Beefier CPU, way more RAM. You know what I mean? A unified memory. I thought games would be leaps and bounds above what we were playing now. And then we got these mid-gen refreshes. And you know what I mean? I just got to have the best thing. I was going to buy it any damn way. But that's what I thought. You know what I mean? And maybe you guys may feel different. So I thought, hey, you know what? It's going to be a whole new regime. You know what I mean? And that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
It really wasn't.
For me personally, I just felt like they could do that, or they could just wait to the next generation to do that. Both Sony and Microsoft, because if you do that, we're not going to be expecting nothing different, right? It's like, well, you already kind of give us games that are mind blowing, right? So I guess for them, it's like, look, we could do that now, or we could just like do that next generation, right? To make it seem like, it's something new. So I feel like that's why both of them didn't really go as far. I mean, Sony kind of did do a God of War a little bit. So to tease you what they could possibly do moving forward. But it's just now up to Xbox to like now blow everybody the fuck out. Like,
look, for real, butter. You know why nobody all went out, man? And we're gonna talk about this too with the Kotaku thing, because it costs so much money to make these games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's $75 million to develop it. It's another $75 million to advertise it. Then you might only sell 2.5 million, where 2.5 million last generation was golden. You know what I'm saying? Like.
That's
was
true.
Like, we're not going. We ain't gonna bust it out like this. You know what I'm saying? And Sony did. Sony tried. Harder. Definitely tried harder than Microsoft. But what Microsoft is saying is, hey, if we're gonna bust it out like that, we're gonna bust it out to a 2.1 billion. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, it goes back to what Z is saying. They making more money by doing less. So I don't think it's something they'll want to change.
Yeah.
Like,
hold on, my man Chapman said Z is because they're still developing around 1.8 T-flops, which may be true. You know what I mean? The game still got to run on base hardware. And be honest with you, say before as multi-platform, even before I was Sony, before I was the exclusive. You look at Spider-Man on the Pro, and look at Spider-Man on the Slim. You know what I mean? Now, you can say that third parties want to cut corners. It is what it is, right? They get the shoe on to work on everything. I understand that, right? But we're talking about what's coming from Microsoft first party, what's coming from Sony's first party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still, you going from 1.8 T-flops to 4.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
I'm thinking shit should be.
Yeah.
Now, you know
like
what I mean?
2.5, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
I ain't claiming to be the sharpest knife in the drawer, but goddamn. I'm expecting things to be, you know what I mean? And that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, as far as these quote unquote these mid-gen refreshes. And I'm not to say that I won't do it again next generation, because I am. You know what I mean? I gotta have the best of everything. That's a gluttony. You know what I mean? It's a sin of mine. Forgive me. I gotta have the best of every goddamn thing. I want you know what I mean? More bang for my buck. It is what it is. Always want the top of the line. You know what I mean? But that was my expectation. Even like I said, for us the X, and he said, maybe Microsoft can right their wrong. This goddamn, we're gonna talk about these numbers. This goddamn generation is over. So forget all them goddamn megatons. No pun in no anything. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do we go from here? What do we go from here?
Well,
Ethos got the number.
Okay, hold on.
To the top if you're not afraid.
Huh? What happened, Dragon?
I said we could go to the top if you're not afraid.
Oh, okay. What talk? Nigga, do tell. What happened?
Okay, so right now, and I looked to you for years, though. And to be honest with you, man, no pun intended to any Sony guy, but I'm just tired of watching you beat a dead horse, my bro. I mean, of course, the generation is dead, it's gone.
Okay.
We had the funeral yesterday, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was out on bereavement leave all week.
Okay.
damn.
I said goodbye to my Xbox.
Hit the like
You
button.
know what I'm saying? So now, what's coming down the line? We're talking streaming. Google already proved that next-gen graphics can be streamed. You know what I'm saying? From your cell phone. Microsoft has a video showing, Overwatch? In like 1440p, 60 frames. On a, I think it was like a Samsung Note 9 or something. With an Xbox controller. So that's where the future is going. That's where we're going. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to rock with that? If not, they got a traditional console for you. You know what I'm saying? For all you old fogies who don't like, changes and shit, they got something for you. But for those true avid gamers who want to play everywhere they go, then you got Xbox anywhere.
It's not for the true gamers. That's just.
So I'm just saying.
I hear
All
post
right.
up singing. Chime in, motherfucker. Let's go.
I'll go last. I mean,
He just went to church on my brother. See?
no. I'm about to knock him smooth the fuck out, though.
The whole community with the Xbox divide.
Hey, yo, he grabbed Z's collection plate and knocked all the EBT cards out of that.
Fuck all that, right?
Hey, up on that Baron mic.
Was you tired of me out there selling that goddamn DirectX 12? and the other shit that was out there spewing? You know what I mean? Now, fuck all that, right? It's easier said than done. Be done with it, Z. We understand. No, you don't, motherfucker. I didn't spend over $3,000 in hardware. It's easy
That you can't get that money back though, so let it go.
They gonna
Let it go.
They gonna
Gotta let it
They gonna
go.
get my mouth. Now listen, I got real talk, right? I got a question for you. I got a question for you, Dragon. I mean, what made you? Not real talk. I want to know the truth. Now, and again, I will first got to say anything you say today can and will be used against you in the later show, right? Now, with that being said, right, what makes you hold on faith to this Xbox brand? What is it?
I've always been an Xbox. I came over from Dreamcast. You know what I'm saying? So I was always an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the way it was for me. And to be honest, I played video games when video games were fun. This was before the competitive stuff. This was before the achievements. This was before the trophies and all that shit talking online. I just played my game because the game was fun. It was a good way for me to release from the real world. Now they done put the real world in the game. I'm like,
the real world in the game.
Hold on 1 second. My man, Chadman23 said, "What about hackers?" That's what worries me about Google. I guess in the cloud, as far as they hacking and
I don't know how that would even
Let
work.
them deal with that, man. They got a team for that. Like,
I mean, it's the same thing you gonna worry about if browsing the internet when you on Chrome.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah. Oh, well, let me say this, right? Now, my man said he's been gaming since before, as far as the shit talking in real world. There's always been shit talking in gaming. Unless you was born deaf in both ears and you need to bury from your hearing aid. When I went to my cousin, I was talking about we always pop shit we playing the game. Cool. Gaming has evolved. I understand that. You saying you went from the Dreamcast to the Xbox. Cool. I can understand that. Right? But even looking at the original Xbox to the 360, right? Until to what we have now, there is a big disconnect as far as content that was made available for for those platforms. Do you agree, Dragon? Yes, no. Dragon?
He pleads.
no, I agree with that. No, I definitely agree with that. But you got to understand,
No.
the younger guys coming into the game always got something to prove. Always.
They always got
But
one.
once the younger guy become the old guy, they looking for a retirement, dude. They're not trying to fight. Remember, Phil said Google is the competition, not
I guess he would say not Sony. His mic went out, but
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't agree with that because again, is Google a competition for Microsoft?
Yes,
it is. But we're talking about the Xbox division.
Hell yeah, it is. And now it's going to be in the gaming space too.
I'm talking about the Xbox division. For them to talk about Sony.
No, Google is 100% their competition because you have to realize Xbox Z, like MM2K said, it's evolved beyond just the console. Mm-hmm. Xbox is just a platform. It's a brand. You have to think about Xbox on your PC, Xbox soon on your mobile. MM2K, I'll let you go ahead and take it. What Xbox is evolving towards.
Yeah. Facts. Xbox is evolving towards a console agnostic ecosystem, meaning that they're not worried about supporting any one particular piece of hardware more than the other. Now, again, for someone like UZ, that does pose a lot of questions. But again, their success is now relying upon the potential 2.1 billion out there. And before we sit there and say to Nate, oh, this ain't gonna work. Hey, look, everybody that got their hands on that Google Stream, bro.
Mm-hmm. Even I'm in it.
Tell me that ain't going places.
On Twitter, boy, a couple dudes like, I was a naysayer. He like, I was a naysayer.
And that shit worked.
But pure piece of, I'm pony. I was a naysayer.
He say that shit like playing a physical disc. Like you.
It's opening up avenues that we got to be real, whether you like Sony or not. Sony will get there. Don't worry about it. Y'all need to stop panicking over there, man. Y'all still shook from the 360 era. Y'all want the race.
Y'all
my
see
schizo pony. My schizo pony.
What? Y'all see this dude? You see your man Z? He was a naysayer. He was talking. He was pretty much not really too optimistic about it as far as this performance. Then he goes and play it and like, man, and it totally changed his man in perspective about it. Like, man, yo, this shit actually works.
Now the crowd is going crazy. Post up. They're like, why would you Google Stream if you got a PC? Because motherfuckers, you carrying your PC on your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't go everywhere with your PC. So if your PC's at home and you're traveling on the road, like a lot of people do, you could, go and play.
People act like people don't walk around with iPads. People say people got a Switch with them. You know what I'm saying? You got to switch with them. You know what I'm saying? Look, man.
But a controller's cumbersome.
Look, I laid that shit gonna be good for multiple reasons.
This streaming shit just might help. Like, I don't know why the PlayStation fan would be tight. Sony definitely is happy if this shit works because that's why they're gonna bring back the Vita for this. For this reason.
That's idea with that tablet.
They're gonna bring back the PSP or the Vita and revive that shit using the whole streaming thing. You're gonna have your PS5, and if you can stream that shit on your Vita, I know a lot of these like fucking ponies is gonna jump on that shit. They're gonna be like, "Thank you, Sony. Thank you."
Let me tell you something.
The greatest shit that you came out with. Like, who would have thought it? Like. These niggas gonna do that shit.
My man paid the bills for my man Jamal King. He said, man, don't Xbox mainstream all this shit. Fuck nigga, you turn the mic. Listen, man. Listen, like I said, I tried the Google Stream, and for those of people saying it wouldn't work or this, that, and the other, it does work. And it wasn't in the controller by me in my house. You know what I mean? It does work like a console. Then that shit again, and again, for those who say, and I'm with you. I like gaming on a traditional console. But a lot of you stink feet motherfuckers can't afford a traditional console. You know what I mean? A lot of you motherfuckers gonna be faking it to make it. Shit, I might be faking it to make it. I got Bloodborne 2 on my PlayStation. I'll be streaming that bitch out the cloud. It works. You know what I mean? It works. You know what I mean? In the day. You know what I mean? And for those who people want to now listen. I think this gaming people evolved more than, like I said, is actually owning the physical disc. Because I don't really buy physical anymore. I'm all digital. You know what I mean? Well, even down to the casual, I ain't gotta leave my house. I can sit and just play the game. And like I said, a lot of people, like I say, like, right now, anybody, if you have 25 megabytes down. You can try Google. I would say Google your damn
Project Stream.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pay the bills right quick. My man Chad said, "Man, y'all crazy. That shit ain't gonna be consistent. You think PSN will be down a lot? I bet this shit gonna be."
Hey, that's a Sony problem.
Hold on, yo. Y'all motherfuckers never want shit to work. Like, I don't get y'all niggas. Like, y'all don't want
talk about it, man.
Like,
Talk
niggas
about
always
it, man.
want something to fail. Like that's on both Xbox, PlayStation, whatever the fuck. Y'all niggas out.
Yeah.
out
But
there,
you know
like,
what it is, Butter? No, you know what? Here's what it is. You try to be nice about it. I want all the smoke. Look, here's the deal with y'all ponies. Y'all only mad because Sony ain't ahead with this shit. When it seemed like Sony was ahead with this shit, we got Gaikai. Gaikai is better than what Microsoft. when y'all was when the Vita came out, y'all was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be able to play our top-notch games with the Vita on the go when I go get some cornstarch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was but when the shit didn't work, now it ain't gonna work for nobody. No, it's just that y'all tried the technology before it was ready, it didn't work then. Other people are trying it now. When the time is prime, it's gonna work, and y'all gonna follow suit.
The only reason why you're getting this from the PlayStation Nation is because Sony hasn't really laid out their plan or opened
exactly.
as far as
Sony is
how they're
doing
going to
this
move
shit.
forward in that area. But believe me, even though they haven't said anything about how they're going in that area, which they're already there, they still going to do it. They still got a plan to advance PSN now beyond what it is right now. As soon as Sony give out its definitive answer, then PlayStation Nation gonna flip flop and be good with it. ain't none cool until Sony says it is. I'm telling you, that's how it is in these gaming streets. Until Sony put a step on something, that shit is trash.
Look, Post, hold on. Let's think about it realistically. What would happen if they allow you to stream all your games? Like, let's say you could buy the game natively off something that's not a PlayStation. Would that destroy PlayStation Nation?
No.
I don't know. I think people would be having meltdowns when you think about it, because the whole idea of exclusives goes out the window.
Look, it doesn't even matter, because these motherfuckers still gonna go out there and buy the fucking Vita and stream on that shit. They gonna do that shit. Like, they gonna still buy PlayStation like all the PS5s, the Vitas and shit.
Man,
and
these the same dudes who was typing remote play.
Exactly.
These the same dudes having remote play.
Exactly. I'm gonna go to the market and I'm gonna be playing Uncharted. Get the fuck. And then when it didn't work, all of a sudden it's not for everybody. But let's pay the bill. McNeil Chris J for the $5 holler said, "Who mad? Sony ain't revealed their hand. No one knows. Y'all fuck niggas happy for this cuz Microsoft finessing y'all for multiple Xboxes with no games. Laugh out loud."
Look, this ain't about fucking Microsoft. This cloud shit is not even about Microsoft.
It's bigger than Microsoft.
I don't understand.
Google would not enter the ring if there wasn't a market for this shit.
And the thing is that
it's where the market's going. It's where the future is going to go at some point.
And check this out. For y'all motherfuckers always bitching about, like, oh, gaming needs to evolve. Like, think about it. If you're building the game based on a cloud, right? Fuck all the physical hardware, all of that limitation shit. They could do a lot more for y'all. Like, give y'all what y'all really want. Like, y'all not thinking, honestly.
When they say they want gaming to evolve, they mean PlayStation to own it all. That's what they mean.
Hold on, my man Chatman 23 said this ain't a pony or Xbox thing. It's not that serious. But no, here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna say this again, right? At the end of the day, and I was not to say it was Z or flip flop. I don't think people really understand what I'm saying. Oh Z, oh you change. I'm with you guys. I like the old my traditional consoles getting in line midnight.
Exactly.
I'm unboxing here for you guys with the excitement of opening a new console. And again, I don't want that feeling to ever go away. But there's going to be a generation that's after me. I'm on my way out. I'm already 40, bro. I ain't got much longer here, right? There's going to be other generations of gamers who's not going to know that feeling. And don't have a problem with, again, I ain't got to spend $5 on hardware and I can still have the same experience. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And again, I'll be honest with you, bro. What Google showed or had is scary.
Yeah.
I'm being, bro. It's scary. And the reason why I didn't need no other.
If you scared, then go to church, nigga. Listen, the future is always good.
You have to no.
The future is always good.
No, you gotta
The
understand
whole point in all this. No, I understand what he's saying because I used to say the same thing. I said the same thing when they moved from 2 buttons on a controller to 4 buttons on a controller. I said the same thing again when they went from a D-pad to an analog stick. Oh man, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah. No. That's not what he's saying. You misinterpreting what he's saying.
That nigga woke up drunk. They went to his friends.
Nigga talking about bite.
No, he was saying that in the meaning of that. It was when you when you play that shit, you don't know you streaming. It's that good. That's what he's saying. He's saying it's scary good beyond that. I don't need, if this works this good, then I don't need that traditional hardware console type scary. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's talking about. It worked.
I thought he just said I am a traditional guy. I don't know because I
No, he said that.
He nodded out on that part. He woke back up. What happened?
He said the streaming was cool, but he still loved his traditional hardware console. Going to the store, standing in line. But I understand what he said about being scary good.
Yeah. What I'm just saying is that the days of me gaming or the way I perceive gaming is changing right before my eyes.
It's over.
That's what I'm saying. Whether people agree or disagree with streaming, I'm telling you, for those who have not, that are knocking it and haven't tried it, I'm telling you to try it because I felt the same way like you. You know what I mean? I'm talking about off my internet browser, my Google. Listen,
1080p.
Listen, let me say this right, and we're gonna switch the topics. Right now, they're giving you Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You get to play it for free between now and I think to January 15th.
The whole game.
The whole game, right? It's running 1080p 60 frames high settings. Running better than the X and the Pro. I'm talking about no input lag. Nothing. No issues.
No lag, no nothing.
Nothing. You know what I mean? So, read my, she said, Jamal King left something in here? I ain't seen it. Say it again, Jamal. No, I'm just getting back to the thing. I didn't see something if you did leave it. I'm sorry. I just got back. Just say it again. I don't see anything from Jamal King. I didn't see it, but I'm sorry. If you did, I do apologize, Jamal. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that it works. And for those that say, you know what, maybe, again, streaming is not for you. I'm just saying, a lot of people talk that shit come next generation, right? Even Nintendo's getting on board with it, right? They're not going to... I'm going to give you an example, right? I wouldn't mind playing Mario Odyssey, right? But I'm not spending $300 goddamn dollars to do so.
Yeah.
I can play Mario Odyssey, right? I don't have to buy a Switch. Shit me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have any emotional connection to Nintendo whatsoever. So I don't mind streaming this shit. You know what I mean? I like my Xbox, I like my PlayStation. I'm just saying, I don't got to spend $300 on their hardware. A lot, but you know what, bro? I would like to play that new Halo 6 Infinite. And I ain't got to buy an Xbox for $100 to do so. And I get to play it, and yada, yada, yada. A lot of you motherfuckers are going to do it. That's the
just to add on to that, like, I mean, we're talking about so many people have like regular PC in your house, right? Whether you use it for like homework, whatever the fuck you want to do. Not everybody can afford a console, right? Yeah. So this is something for those people that just has regular TV. I mean, you got internet and you want a game. Like, you don't have to worry about building a fucking gaming rig or any of that. You can literally get on your computer, launch your fucking your browser, and start playing a game and enjoy that shit. Like,
Shout out to Spectra Status with the $2 holler. He said hardware will always be ahead of streaming. Look, we're understanding that no one on the panel is putting streaming or trying to say we're replacing the hardware right now. Mm-hmm. But but it's happening. But where it is right now, between my experience and Moss experience and Z experience, think about where we're at now, and then look 10 years ahead. Where the technology, that's how scary it is to think that at some point we cannot or not need the need of physical hardware, even though that may be your thing. It worked that good.
Post, it's crazy. I was just telling Moss like how last week we had to go into the server facility because we was like shutting down the server. We moving to cloud based. Like, that shit. The cloud shit is fucking good. Like, people don't understand how valuable this shit is, and it saves you so much money, and it's just so easy. Like, so we literally like, all of these server facilities is gonna run out of business because everybody's doing it. Like, they shutting down their server, like cutting down on budget, and just putting all the information on cloud. Like,
and I guarantee, but before you do it, I guarantee you, that at some point the internet going to meet its man. Because look, I have a company RCN in Chicago. They got a gigabit up and down with no monthly data cap. $70, $80, $90 a month. You know what I'm saying? So the slowly but surely the internet bandwidth is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So look, all I'm saying is people stream Netflix and Hulu the whole damn month, and I don't hear nobody crying about no damn data cap. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Go ahead. My bad, Mom.
Basically, Xbox is not about the crap; they're about the money. The comp is Google. PS doesn't care about competing with Google. PS cares about the craft of gaming. No, not
at all.
No, PlayStation is about $1. Hey, Jamal, you my man, Jamal. Hey, my man.
Question that dude's integrity.
He said, Master gives me food. Master gives me sleep. Hey, but not like that, Jamal. He said, Sony gives me food.
Wow, Z, that's messed up, man.
Sony gives me sleep.
You took it too far.
I'm sorry. Listen, Sony gives me food. Sony gives me sleep. And now listen, right? I'm done. Hey, hold the phone. It's right? Real shit, right? Real niggas don't fuck nigga, right? It's a business, man. If you think, like, again, it ain't about the love or the culture, bro. We're talking about billions of dollars on the line here, but it ain't got to do with the love for it. It's about the culture. You know what I mean? And
Sony don't even know half of y'all niggas exist out here.
I'm gonna say this right today. Even to my man Spectre Status, shout out to you for those who said he said that hardware will always be ahead of streaming. I would say again, look at Netflix. Really. I would say look at Netflix. You know, more people watch Netflix than actually going out and physically buying goddamn
cable. Nobody,
or Blu-ray.
Or even cable.
I'm just being honest. So we can't say that. What I'm saying, this is just the infancy stages, right? And what I'm saying for those, and a lot of you guys are thinking like me, or how I thought before, and wasn't like another thing. If it works, I'm telling you is to sign up for the.
You gotta play it. You gotta play it. You understand until you play it.
These motherfuckers don't know shit about.
I'm saying you're getting the same console experience, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes even better, because I just want to 1080p 60, right? And you don't have to buy a $5 goddamn device to experience that. Listen, a lot of you motherfuckers, I know a lot of you motherfuckers like me, come a man of very little means, bro. You ain't getting the PS5 or the Xbox or whatever day one. You know what I mean? You might not have better money to buy both, but you still can play their games. Like, come on, bro. And it's in your digital library. So if you do get a console, whatever, later on, like, come on, like, we're not being real.
And that's a fucking lie. Hardware will not always outbeat. Like, what? Like, yo, come on, man. A lot of y'all motherfuckers really need to, like, go on YouTube and look up some tech shit, because y'all be saying some stupid shit. Like,
but
I'm telling you. Go on YouTube, like, look some shit up and come back. Like, nah, that shit don't make no sense what he just said, but, like, go on YouTube, man.
Hey, my man Jamal King out there capping. I ain't lying, bro. Hold up, man. He out there straight capping with that.
That motherfucker don't know what y'all talking about.
He said, man, Sony doing this shit for the culture. Sony gives me food.
Sony don't give a fuck about money. The culture, man.
Slavery was a choice. But anyway, my man Chatman23 said, you got to be crazy to think that internet prices won't change.
I didn't say none of. I ain't say nothing about internet prices have been fluctuating over the year, been up and down. But right now, you can get a nice amount of speed for a good price, especially with platforms like Hulu and Netflix and other platforms forcing. Damn, I just lost my train of thought, man. Let me shut up,
man. If you bitching about bandwidth, come live in a fucking city. We got free Wi-Fi all day, every day. Like,
okay, I got what I was saying. I know what I was going to say.
Go ahead, post up. Go ahead.
I know what I was going to say. You have these platforms like Hulu and Netflix that's forcing cable companies to lower their prices with their cable and internet and all that shit.
Exactly. I mean, and the thing about it is too is that like even in my area, you can get 100 up and 100 down for like $40 off of Verizon. They're running a deal right now. And all you need for the Google service is 25 up and down. They're talking about for Microsoft service, what is it, 10 up and down? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, between 10 and 5 or 10, they're trying to get it.
Look, but even I see 10, a lot of people here in the chat don't believe this shit. I'm putting the link right now. Sign up,
bro.
Sign up. Get accepted to that shit, and then try it yourself.
It ain't that they don't believe it. They believe it. It's just that because Sony's not leading the charge, they're rejecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just like how the Xbox is, just like how the Xbox didn't want to point the finger at Phil. We got the fanboys on the other side of the street. They're not going to believe anything unless Yoshida.
First of all, like, look. You know why Sony definitely got to jump on?
That's facts.
Japan is like a mobile fucking country. Like, imagine the cloud streaming. You know how big that's going to be for New York City?
Over there, up in the Asian,
yeah, Xbox will never get in there because no one wants to buy an Xbox. But they wouldn't mind buying the games, maybe.
But you don't think Sony's gonna revive the fucking Vita using the whole fucking streaming shit? Like, that's kind of like, I mean, look, man, I know. Let me get it. Yeah, some.
No, of course Sony is gonna do that. Like, they'd be stupid not to.
I mean, but you know what?
These the same Sony fans that a couple months down the line, the next gen, they gonna be still saying Xbox ain't got no exclusive because I can stream that game and I
I can stream it on my phone with no latency. They ain't got no game.
But that's what I'm asking you. Do you think Sony will ever offer that?
All right. Do you think Sony will ever offer it? Here's the thing.
Yeah, do you think Sony will let you play their games on your phone, or does that have to be a first-party device?
I'm gonna say this right there. You know what I mean?
Unless they fuck around and make their own phone and force you to buy that shit.
I'm gonna say this right. Real talk.
Like the Vita idea.
Listen, this is the truth, right? And this is real shit. Sony's looking at Microsoft. What I mean by they're looking at Game Pass, right? And maybe again, these companies have access to a lot of numbers that we don't, right? That we don't even care about, and we shouldn't care about, right? And for PlayStation Now, here's the thing: I've always said this is for this thing to be successful, truly successful, right? Sony's A is going to let you have to download the games, which they're doing now, right? Whatever, right? Let you download the games, and even for it to be successful on PC, I've also said that they're going to have to let their exclusives, you know what I mean? Whether it's day and date like Microsoft is doing, and games are still going to sell. And here's the thing: games going to sell because again, you got Forza Horizon is in the top 10 NPD, and people still have access to it on Game Pass. You know what I mean? I'm being honest with you. If Sony came up with something like for $15 a month, and their exclusives would be in their day and date, I would get PlayStation Now, whatever the hell they want to call the service. I would, and still have access to their games. I would get it, you know what I mean? It'll be viable to me, you know what I mean? The reason why I don't have Game Pass because there's not enough stuff in there that I want as of right now. You know what I mean? There's not enough stuff in there that I want as of right now. But if later on, if with these 5 new studios and they boast of their library, then I'll be all about it. You know what I mean? This for the business again for them to expand and to change. And again, maybe Sony fans look, they're not doing this, but it's a business at the end of the day. It's a competition. You know what I mean? And and for them to stay competitive, they have to offer what their competitors offering, and then more. That's rule number 1 in business. You know what I mean? To offer what your competitors offering, and then more for them to be successful. You know what I mean? So don't think that Sony's not doing or not looking into doing it. You know what I mean? They again, just like he say, they believe it or not, we talking about streaming game. They the one started this console generation with streaming gaming. You know what I mean? So you can't say that Sony's not going to do it. It's just that their service it was shit. It didn't work. You know what I mean? Now I hope that they took. Now listen, this is the reason for us paying for PlayStation Plus every month. Now they were supposed to take that money and put this shit back into their servers or whatever the fuck the case may be. You know what I mean?
Couple data centers or something.
Whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. So they can probably say, Microsoft don't care. They can probably rent some goddamn Azure servers. They sell them out for rent. Microsoft don't care. They can probably get some from Google or either Amazon, whatever the case may be, to make them to be able to compete. It is what it is. It's just the basic business 101. You know what I mean? I do, like I said, want to talk about this Kotaku article that Money Most brought up. I seen you did a video about it also.
Yes, sir.
Talk about it, Most.
All right, so here's the deal. Okay, so we know we had this big thing with Rockstar and Red Dead Redemption 2, where there were some developers that complained about the crunch. Okay, and I think what happened was in the developers talking about this and trying to enlighten the gaming community of what was going on, we took it wrong because of our ignorance of programming, coding, and all the other stuff. Something that I myself, Butter, has some familiarity and even post up to a degree. You know what I'm saying? So basically what these people were saying was, hey, look, man, there's a problem in the industry where we're doing 100-hour weeks a year plus at Rockstar, and it's not just a Rockstar thing. It's like a community. It's a thing, and it's something that we want people to recognize and realize that it's there because it's causing issues. Like for instance, your average programmer, they're not an employee, a full-fledged employee. They going on the Obamacare market, getting their health insurance and paying their taxes because they don't get a W-2. They ain't got no HMOs. They got these expensive student loans that they got to pay back and all these variables. So it's something that they feel like they was trapped into, they're stuck with, and nobody was like really trying to work with them. Kotaku has shed light on this. Everybody was slamming Kotaku. Oh, y'all just looking, y'all fishing for something. These developers love doing this because they're cleaning up the bugs at the end of the development process, right? But come to find out, what actually happened was that there were legitimate developers that were fussing about this. And there was a story that came out today from Kotaku that revealed that this wasn't just a crunch a few months before development. Before game release. This was a crunch a year long. And for two, it was so bad that Rockstar had to remove its overtime policies. And Rockstar don't do nothing unless it's serious because they're Rockstar and they're like, we're rock stars. So what I was hoping to do is shed light, be one of the people to help shed light on this, to help educate the community, but at the same time say, I know AAA games got to come. We need the AAA games. I've been the one that's been curb stomping Phil a little bit because we ain't got none. But maybe we as a community can go back to the developers and say, look, we want these AAA games, but maybe y'all can invest in some better technology that doesn't just make things more cumbersome for the developers, that make things better for us, the end user, but also make things a little bit more progressive for the developer. You know what I'm saying? But again, just so everybody's fully educated, I'm gonna shut up. No, this wasn't the SJWs. You know what I'm saying? Making something out of nothing. Making something out of nothing. These were legitimate claims that have been happening from 10 years ago, and they've been exposed.
Yep. And that's the perfect response to that, because I see some people run with that stuff you said, Moss. And in their response, they want to go ahead and start boycotting shit. Yeah, I'm not going to buy that Red Dead Redemption 2 because of the way they treated their employees. But yet they buy these $1,000 cell phones, they wear these expensive shoes, and we know the conditions those things were made in.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, if you want Rockstar to step their shit up, if you want them to get rid of their policies like they already done, that's the right move. But to be over here and say, I'm going to boycott your shit or whatever, you're not doing much.
Yeah.
You got to bring awareness.
That's like boycotting would be like, you know what, Z ain't fed. Z ain't making sure that Nethos get something to eat. So we're going to make sure that all of Newark, New Jersey never gets any food again. Well, like that's stupid. No. So boycotting ain't the answer, but we do got to understand what's really going on so we can say back to the industry, look, man, like, we run our AAA games, but there's got to be a better way to get this. I'm sorry, go ahead, post up.
I just think it's all about transparency. A lot of people don't even read these articles. A lot of people just read the headlines and
get them,
You see that shit all on Twitter, man. They'll read a headline and then instantly go in and get the bashing or whatever they're doing, and then you find out about a comment that make that you ain't even read the story or what's going on in the thing. I can tell that by your answer. You just read the headline. So I think we just need to, when things like this, you need to seek transparency, get the full story and stuff before just assuming and decide and say, hey, you're going to boycott somebody who you have people there who was against it, and you probably have people there that was for it because, coming out of college with student loans and shit, I've worked for a company where we consolidated student loans. And I'm on the phone with people that's $60, $140, $50,000 in debt. Like that shit's sad. Like when they talk about student loans and family and shit like that, some of them might have a big family where they trying to support them and pay off student loans. Shit, man, I don't blame you. Some are gonna agree with it, some not. But if you $140,000, $150,000, $60,000 in student loans, then you trying to work as many hours you can get to pay that shit down.
Yep. And it's not something that too, and not to interrupt, brother, but it's not something too. The thing that got me a little riled up was hearing people out there, the YouTubers that talk about gaming all the time. They be like, "Oh, this was just a couple of weeks. Oh, I pour liquid malt for a living, so this is a thing." No, come on, look, cut that bullshit out. Let's cut the bullet. Let's take the biggest knife out the goddamn drawer. All right. Here's the deal. As a coder myself, when I'm sitting there trying to code, and I do a lot of SQL databases and shit like that, I'm just coding to say, when you put your name in this field and you go to this client, it'll send this PDF to this. I'm not coding for the fun factor. You got a lot of these developers that do all this shading, crazy techniques and all this other stuff that they learned in school. They do everything right. They follow everything to the T. For the creative director to walk by the door and be like, you know what? That 16 months worth of work we did, we got to scrap it because it wasn't fun. I ain't got to worry about that shit. So for me to even try to put myself in their shoes where I'm like, damn, I did all that. I was already doing 12, 13-hour days. Now I got to do 16-hour days for more than a year. You know what I'm saying? I'm relocated my wife, like Post Up said, 140,000 plus loan. You know what I'm saying? I got to go on Obamacare so I can get me a dentist. The dentist is $600 a month. It's not as simple as people was trying to make it seem.
You guys pay the bills already? My man Yobo.
No, we haven't paid him yet.
All right, my man Yobo, 1245. You see it? Yeah, come on the screen.
Oh, yeah,
Tony Nadella's end goal, and like MM2K has been saying, is to turn Microsoft into a cloud and business and enterprise only corporation like IBM. What their investors have been wanting. That's exactly what it is.
That's for Yobo 1245. You've been taking your medicine, sir. I appreciate it.
And my man, we got Spectre status. You got his? No.
I'll let MM2K take that one.
Where, let me see.
I said.
All right, go ahead.
Let me see. No, you fuck nigga.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. He said, no, you fuck nigga are the one who needs to look shit up. I'm talking about for video games. Innovation in hardware is moving faster than any other area of tech right now.
I don't know about that.
Man,
yo, bro, you still gotta look shit up, man. Like I said, like, see, you don't know what you're talking about. Like,
and chat man 23 said,
there's levels to this shit. Like, when it comes to the cloud, like, y'all niggas just now hearing about the cloud. Like, y'all don't know.
They just heard
my man wouldn't know about the cloud. He live in Manhattan, fuck niggas. My man,
the cloud been out.
Yo, the whole Manhattan is about to
for a long time.
Days, my nigga.
He said, man 23 said, y'all gotta be crazy if you think internet prices won't change. He said, hold, look at this. I'm looking about for video game. I'm talking about for video game innovation in hardware is moving faster. But here's the thing, right? I understand that innovation is moving faster and moving whatever the case. But again, it's about business, and both Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo spend the bulk of their money on R&D and making hardware. So you can, and again, I'm not saying that I'm gonna choose my word. I'm not saying that I want consoles to go anywhere.
Yeah,
maybe not next generation, but I'm telling you that from what I played the other day, Google's thing, and it's gonna be a lot of people say, you know what, fuck you know what, fuck Sony ain't give me food ain't give me sleep. I can keep that $5 in my pocket and I can still play these games. They're gonna choose the latter option. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just basic business 101. You know what I mean?
There's a lot more casuals than there are of us too. Yeah. Like I'd have never imagined in a million years. Let's just say F the Xbox version. I'd have never imagined in a million years that Fortnite, the game where you use a pickaxe to build trees and shit, was going to outdo PUBG. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's a casual sensation. Okay, we're just telling y'all that this has a lot of casual pull. Someone that's a casual that may not be like a Chad man, that may just want to play some Assassin's Creed. They ain't worry about the 4K ultra texture resolutions in the compute units. It's gonna say, okay, I'm over my cousin's house. Let me just pull it up, play it here. Boom, log into my account. Boom, boom, boom.
Now my question is, how long do you guys think it's gonna take for them to honestly hit 4K if they want to? Like, how long you think it could take them? Because the fact that they already got this down pat. How long do you think it could take? That's what this person needs to understand.
Honestly, about a year or two.
Exactly my point. So hardware is not going to be moving faster than the software, because if they can do this right now, this is just like a fucking gateway to a whole bunch of other shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And man, 2K, I'm glad you brought up Fortnite. So I'm going to ask the panel a question. There's a few factors for this question. So why is Fortnite so damn popular? What are the two main factors?
I think you can play it anywhere for one, and for two, it's free.
Absolutely. So let's tackle that. You can play it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The game is available on every fucking thing. And I remember back then when when there was a leak for that Sony tablet or whatever, which could be kind of like a Vita successor. And in the article they used in that leak, they said this is targeted at the hyper-connected audience. Because we have to remember, even though none of us here probably are super excited about streaming, I think streaming can be cool, but I see in the chat, y'all don't want it. You have to realize the audience that's growing up right now, those kids that are growing up,
Absolutely.
those millennials and past them, they're all about this shit. They're all about being hyper-connected. They're all about playing games wherever. Like when you go to a grocery store, how many kids do you see there on their parents' iPhone, on their parents' tablet or some shit? Or maybe it's even theirs, and they're playing Fortnite or whatever. The reason Fortnite got so popular is because you can play it whenever and wherever the hell you want. It's the same game across every platform. It's not dumbed down for the mobile version, and that's a part of their success.
And I'm gonna say this:
play it anywhere.
And I'm gonna say this: the fact that it's gonna be so easy to have access to free Wi-Fi in public. Because
what grocery store do you go to without Wi-Fi at this point?
That's my point. Exactly.
Yeah. Where do you go where there isn't free Wi-Fi?
Has Wi-Fi. The train stations has Wi-Fi. Free, like MTA has free Wi-Fi. Like, think about that. Like, most people gonna be streaming. Like, really gonna be walking around streaming and shit.
I just want to elaborate on what you all. The problem with the gaming community and what I see, and even with people in the chat, they apply their energy, their feelings, and their opinion to the whole game community.
Yeah.
And the game community is bigger than your feelings, your opinion, and what you think.
Facts.
And I see that a lot because they immediately say, ain't nobody go, no, you ain't gonna go for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't say no we.
Yep.
This ain't no we. You ain't gonna go for that. But you got millions and millions of people out there that feel quite different than you. So say you don't like streaming or you're not going to rock with streaming, but you can't speak for the world, player, because I'm telling you, this hardcore community is just a grain on the sand of the beach.
And now,
you know what I'm saying?
Another thing is this, like, I just want to say this, right? Now, what Microsoft is looking at, right? Because around the world, everybody's having access to iPhone and all of this shit, right? So that's what they want to touch. They're not these people are thinking small. That's the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all really thinking so small. Like, they can touch the whole fucking world with this shit. Like, really, they can't. Like, anybody that has an ability or even a fucking whatever the fuck they have in the stream, they just want to touch as many people as they can. Y'all thinking small, like Poe said. Y'all thinking about yourself. Man, this world is too fucking big to be thinking too small. Like,
xCloud can put Microsoft in a position to be successful in Japan.
Exactly. Yeah.
People not even looking at that from a software perspective because they don't like that. They're not buying the hardware. But look at the internet speed and bandwidth in Japan. Look at the mobile market. They have the ability to access all Microsoft software from that specific device. You know what I'm saying? This is put them in a position to be successful. Will it happen? We don't know.
At the end of the day, the hardware can never catch up to the hardware that's already out there. So, like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, no matter how much they sell, they can never capture that 2.1 billion devices out there in the world. I'm not saying they're going to capture every one in the 2.1 billion market, but if they can get another 100 million or whatever, that's a huge win for them. That's their end goal. That's more revenue for gaming in general.
And just to back up what there's a saying about that is that, like, people, like I said, once again, you're not thinking about other side of the world, right? They can't afford these consoles because in their, like, where they live is extremely expensive, but a lot of them will have a cell phone because it's a need, right? So when you got to think about it, like, they can't buy a gaming console, but they will buy a phone. So imagine that they have the ability to also stream. So I'm telling y'all, man, they really.
Or if they just buy a cheap streaming stick and put it in their TV, people would be happy with that.
Yo,
that's what I'm saying.
Bro, look at it now. People don't even buy bootleg no more. They gonna spend $80-$100 on a Fire Stick.
It's over.
We having some of the bogus internet in the world, but they'll sit there and chop through that motherfucking movie because they want it.
I'm gonna pay the bills. Let me pay the bills real quick, and I'm gonna elaborate my personal experience on it too, to where everybody's saying it's bigger than you personally in the chat. But homie Yobo 1245 with the $2 holler said to the panel, predict reaction for Crackdown 3 at XO 18.
I think it might be better than we thought we would be.
The game is gonna do. It's gonna do okay. Like, it's not gonna flop. The game is not.
I think it's gonna be fire.
No. It's not gonna flop. Of course not.
Yeah,
I think the reason why
I have to agree with Post. I think the game is gonna be dope.
Like, and the reason why let's be honest, it's gonna sell because it's Xbox is definitely gonna need something, right? So it's definitely gonna sell because of that too. But the game is gonna be good. Like, it's gonna be way better than like previous Crackdown. Like the graphic. I mean, I've seen some, gameplay. It looks really fucking fun. Like,
I hear the revising has been better, but like, I don't know. I'm still predicting it might be a mediocre-ish title, but who knows? Hopefully, I'm wrong about it. It's just Crackdown keeps disappointing me. Anyways, Chadman23, Xbox needs to touch some games though.
Oh, here we go with that. You know what? I get so tired of hearing that shit, man.
We get tired of hearing that shit on a gaming console.
They do need some goddamn games, though.
I've been playing games all year.
Oh, shit.
Man, you about to pull the Crapgamer on this shit.
I've been playing games all year.
You about to pull the Crapgamer.
He said that's a you problem.
I'm just saying. At least say Xbox ain't got no exclusives. I can understand that. But just to say they ain't got no games.
They got no games, yeah. Now, I mean, to their credit,
that shit is laughable.
Two of the best selling games this year is on their platform. We get it, but there's 18 other games, all right, that are not of your exclusive to your platform that people are going to play. So people that have Xboxes, they're going to enjoy their platform. So let's stop that. Could you make an argument that you're enjoying yours maybe a little bit? Okay, I get that. All right, but everybody's enjoying gaming right now, especially with games like. That Assassin's Creed Odyssey, bro. Good job, Ubisoft. Good job, man.
And my
good
man
job.
Overdone said, "Keep looking, Z. You won't find a must-have game on your Xbox. Looking through Game Pass, seeing what they got up. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Exposed, right?
You looking through the store, right?
Yobo, he said, tell can't make the stop running from Baron."
Hey, bro, we've tried. He will not rematch you.
Yo, that nigga can't make it. He be like, yo,
I'm on that fuck right now. I'm on Forza.
You lost by how much you lost? You won't want to pay. You won't want to play again either.
It's okay if you lost, but you can't lie about that shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, man. He got stomped out, man.
62-0.
Okay. Oh, we got some sale now. Let's close the show with this. Let me share the screen. Actually, let me bring it here. Hold on one second. We can probably let me see right here. Hold on one second.
Yeah,
you got some sale.
But while he gets that shit together, I just want to say, take this all with a complete grain of salt. It can be very wrong and fabricated. So don't take this as fact.
But you know what? I got my Xbox hat on today for this show, so I'm going to spin this. I want you to watch how MM2K do this. Go ahead. It's all right. It's all right.
Let me get together here. Hold up. I'm in the wrong.
Okay.
Because this shit looks.
Hey, I got my damn control ready too. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Right here. Hold up. This is the link. All right. Let me get the link. Right click. Copy. Copy. Let me put this in Mozilla. Somebody pay the bills. I see it going up in the background. 1 second. Somebody see that? Pay the bills real quick.
Oh, Crackdown 3 will be the sleeper hit, like Until Dawn for the PS4.
All right, let me see.
Maybe, I don't know.
Let me see. Open here. All right, here we go. I got it on the screen now. Alrighty. Let me put it transform. Let me put the transform. Let me say stretch the screen. How about that?
Oh, all right.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Not yet.
Go ahead. All you need to.
Not yet.
No, I'm good. You're the numbers man.
Transfer. Stretch the screen. Right. Oh, okay. We good. All right. So this Nethos help provide a little backdrop to this. This is supposed console shipping numbers, right?
Yeah, that's what someone sent me. Like, do you see these? And I clicked on. It's like, oh shit! I need to send this one over.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna read it off. It says console data installed. Oh goddamn, Z, your head's in the way.
I'm sorry. No, it's off now.
There we go. All right. Looking at just the x86 based console, which have been dominated by AMD since 2013. There's been a steady increase in the installed base. So if you look at the number, let's just go to 2018. You look at 2018. So they tell you that the Xbox 360 is at 88.71 million. Okay. Now they're saying that the PlayStation 4 is at 99.18 million, which, you know, it sounds very plausible. But the Xbox One is at a lowly 36.43 million. Oh God! What the hell? Oh shit! Hey,
yo, post up. Who you blaming for this?
Bro.
Oh shit!
Listen, if this is legit,
don't reveal our numbers.
If this is legit,
them Donnie D numbers. them that's Z-Dre and Daddy number.
No, my white daddy.
My white dad. No, I don't know. Donnie D, the whole shit, Microsoft itself, everybody. That's fucked up right there.
Damn,
that's on.
Post up, you're blaming the cloud on this shit. You're gonna blame the cloud on this shit.
That's only like 11,000 better than the.
Dude, that shit is bogus, bro. That's not real. That's not real.
What'd you say, Xavier? Phil gave
Bro, they were sitting at 35 just 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. You mean tell me they haven't sold only 1 million since then?
Yep.
Fuck.
And the X supposed to be selling real good right now.
Listen, wait. Now
Exactly.
I know the
they
X
saying is outselling the S. Yeah.
Outsold the S.
Yeah, let's talk about it. The X is outselling the S. Let's go.
All right, wait, hold on. But look,
let's break this down a little bit.
Pay bills right quick. I'm on another screen.
Okay, all right. Homie, I've been had skill set. Number 1, King's Blood. You need to make more videos, bruh. Number 2, post up. Shut up immediately. Number 3, predictions on possible new features they could have next gen.
Streaming.
I don't know.
I bet you get a $5 fuck nigga for that.
I don't know. Oh, and also Showman W. Oh no. Did we read that already? For the $2 hauler CD3, Crackdown 3 will be the sleep rate until. Okay. Overdone just hit us up. He said only 4 million from 2017 to 2018. The beach war was coming.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 2017 was well hold on. Dragon Moore, you said now what was the reported numbers? Well, those were rumors too. Those were supposed reported numbers that the Xbox was at 35 million. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That was 2 years ago. I remember us having this same conversation 2 years ago when when Halo 5 was out and they were saying, oh man, and even then they sold 5 million. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't tell me they didn't do to this nigga right here. You didn't tell me they haven't moved the needle not a little bit, even though all the NPD shows Microsoft improving month over month since the previous generation. That doesn't add up, bro. It just doesn't.
Let me. I don't think it's in the 30s either. I think there's some part where in the 40s or something, maybe 50.
Look, man, I'll be honest. I think this is some fanboy shit right here because we got the PS4 at 99.18 and the Xbox at 36.43. I think there's some fanboy fuckery going on here.
Yeah.
And the last time, and I remember Sony themselves reported something 6 months ago saying that they were at like 88.
Sony's at 90.
They haven't sold in the millions every month consistently. Like
99. They sitting at 90, and Microsoft's like at 40 something. Like
probably because realistically, Sony would be saying they'll be at 100 million if they're that close. Anyway.
Yeah, they would.
They would.
Last time they said it, they was close to 90 million. So.
Can I give y'all industry insiders, the guy that does the numbers? This is bogus, but I was trying to have some fun with this. Y'all always want to be serious and shit. Whenever they talk about units in millions, they always use 2 M's. So, as a mighty most. But you know what I'm saying? But no, for real, whenever they talk about units in millions, they always use double M's as an industry. What do you call that? As an industry catalog. So this is likely bogus, but it was fun.
And on a much lighter note, guys, hold on 1 second. A much lighter note. There's a reason why Microsoft don't report hardware numbers anymore. Wow. And the reason why is because you don't make money on hardware, you make the money on the software.
So they hold on. No, hold on.
I can't get with you like that, bro.
I can't.
You're doing too much.
Yeah. You look bad. Tell, give Phil back his cards. Give him back.
So wait a minute. Hold on a second. So wait a minute.
Xbox Rewind.
You tell me.
Xbox Rewind. This shit can't.
So how much? Wait a minute. How much do Xbox make on each Xbox console sold?
So let me elaborate for you, bro. You're
just give me the number. I don't need a spiel. I need digits.
I got you, bro. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I know Phil right there with the 6-shooter right behind you, man. He's like, you better get this money. Hey, look. Xbox don't make money off of hardware. But as your boy Adam Boyes revealed in 2017, he said every piece of hardware that we sell from here on out, we're in the black. So, and you are partially, this is why I say you're partially right. Where Phil said himself also, he also said to Kotaku, he said, I don't want to sell y'all a bunch of consoles. He said the name of the game is to sell less consoles and more software. So you are right. Microsoft, software's key. So you are right, partially. Like Microsoft, if this was true, they could care less.
They wouldn't even be happy. What he said, though, Moss. I don't agree.
Wait, hold on. My man, IB has gaming. They answered your question, bro. We do it again. He said, my man, IB has skills. He said, y'all didn't answer his question.
As far as
okay, read this thing again. Oh, but let's go ahead. My man Overdone said, how much money we make? How much you make money from the emoji support? You fuck nigga. But anyway, he talked about Dragon. But go back to I've been had skills.
I've been had skills. He just say prediction they could have next gen. I think I'm going to jump the gun. I'm going to go talk about the cross the street. What I would like to see from Sony is I would like to see them bring Vita back and have it to where I was hoping they were going to do this gen is where you can play your AAA game at home. The Vita's kind of like a controller. And when you on the go, take that motherfucker with you. And you can play Uncharted 5, you know what I'm saying, on your Vita like you was on the console. That'd be dope. I like that.
What I would like, check it out. I'm going to take it one step further, right? A feature for next generation consoles, the integration of OBS. I don't even get that, but
yeah, that'd be dope.
That would be being able to, like, I know you can already stream natively to YouTube or whatever, but being able to add, just to step it up one step further, make it a little better. You know what I mean? Backgrounds and stuff. You know what I mean? And Microsoft, please, can you update goddamn Upload Studios?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Trash. You know what I mean?
Yep.
For like features, like well, here's a question for the chat. What features would you guys like to see implemented in next generation? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, because I ain't gonna lie, we went for our feature watch. We went from 360 right now. It changed a lot. What you say?
I'm gonna say this. To me, that's just me. I felt that the PS3, the architect was fucking dope. Like, although it was too hard, but the shit that I was able to do with the PS3, that shit was just fucking crazy. Like, people got away with a whole lot of shit. Like Sony knew how to really work with what they had with the PS3.
Oh yeah, it would have been dope. It would have been dope.
That shit was like, I had a lot of people who was into tech was like fucking blown away. They was like, yo, Sony doesn't even know what the fuck they even had.
Bro, exactly.
That shit was
where they messed up is they did not they did not think they needed to invest in the technical wizardry and the master engineers and shit like that and the technical people to manage that. But that other OS was dope to integrate the media player aspects, and they were really going at a level that was way better than what Xbox had in mind.
And they semi made it like an open source a little bit, like with the PS3. I think that's what like people like me really loved about it. Like, I mean, especially the OG PS3 where you could open it, put like your PSP memory chip in there.
Yeah.
Yo, I found out you could do a lot of shit, man, with the OG PS3. It was kind of like open source. And I think that's what kind of fucked them up too because of that. Like,
they couldn't manage it. They couldn't manage it. And when they couldn't manage it, they yanked it, pissed everybody off, and everything went downhill for the rest of that generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they should bring it back.
I hope they get away from the web-based browser user interface.
Yeah.
That they got right now with that they did with the PS3 and the interface.
You want Sony to change the UI?
Yeah, the UI is web-based right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a web-based UI, and people. I got a video coming out, giving my impressions of the system.
Oh, it's goddamn!
It's a nice system. I don't know where they get this. I thought I was going to see like a big significance in the UI interface as far as movement and stuff like that. It's quick, but sometimes it does a lot of loading. You know what I'm saying? Going into things like that.
Yeah, it does.
And like shit you don't see on the box.
My man Abin had skills that he would like to see he want a touch screen DualShock 5 controller.
Ew.
Touch screen?
I want Microsoft to advance what they had initially back in 2013 and 14 feature-wise. No, I'm talking about feature-wise as far as the features they had.
At least improve the fucking Internet Explorer, man. Like,
remember the shit we saw with Killer Instinct, Z? Bring that shit back, the shared games and shit across 10 friends, all that shit. I would love to see all that shit come.
No, that shit might work with the idea
of the internet browser better. Yeah. Like, yo, that shit is fucking trash on the Xbox. Like,
yeah, I don't like. Well, I mean, Windows is trash.
That shit, man.
I'm sorry.
It's like, at least allow people to install fucking Google Chrome or some shit. Like,
no, you're not gonna see that. But that's asking for too much. Homie, you asking for too much right now. That's the competitor.
What do you say, Moss? What do you say?
With the 50 dinar, he said only exclusives Xbox has is if you find an exclusive retailer at least 2 Xboxes on their shelves in Europe, South America, and Europe. Oh, come on, man. Why you do?
Yeah, well,
that's not right.
I mean, yeah, I don't. It's probably, yeah. I mean, I don't. Well, I guess we can maybe close the show with this. I know Post is very optimistic, probably dragging, like you said, leading into next generation. And he said I guess all is forgiven. What Microsoft has to do and needs to do, they need to be there day one with the bangers, with the games. You know what I mean? They need to be there with the games. You know, just like Nintendo got another go at it. They bombed out with the Wii U, came back with the Switch. People took on to it. They had the games there, you know, at launch. And Microsoft's gonna have to do the same thing. So.
Any expectations for XO18?
What
would you like to see? What would you like to see versus what you think is going to show up?
What would I like to see?
Yeah, versus what you think is going to show up.
I would like to see what those studios are working on.
Okay.
Concept art.
That's it. Just show me something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I think I'm going to see is some DLC for PUBG.
I knew I snagged.
Some controllers, some DLC for Fortnite or PUBG or some shit, and some more controllers. You know what I mean? But what I would love to see is what those studios are working on. The future. You know what I mean? You know, that's what I would love to see. But I don't think that.
When is the event?
High hopes.
The 10th.
The 10th.
All right. What time?
I gotta check it out.
Is that a Saturday? What day of the week is that? We doing the show? We doing that?
Yeah, but let's do a show.
Yeah.
It's Saturday. Yeah, right.
Okay. Yep. We doing the show then. Me personally, what I think they're going to see, but maybe what we think, and then what we would like. Here's the thing. You can't do this unless you come in large. You come in large in the charge. Now, if you ain't got nothing this generation, I got you. I feel you. I understand. But you gotta blow the roof off. You got to go crazy with this shit. Like something has to be there that will blow our minds and have us talking for a week straight. That's what you gotta do. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Overdone with the $2. My bet is they're gonna finally give the Kraken a body. I'm done.
Better not talk about Sea of Thieves. Don't talk about Sea of Thieves there.
I'm out.
Wow.
Don't talk about Sea of Thieves there. What I'm expecting is
come after this nigga.
Yeah, Overdone's died.
No, Xbox like, why are you looking down there?
Mm-hmm. I think that they're going to come out. I'm expecting for them to come out with their developers and show some type of concept art and all some other thing. That's what I'm expecting them to do. But again, they got it like the homie Randolph Thor said. This is a bold move. They got to show something. This can't just be another event. Sony can get away with that shit. Microsoft, you can't. To Post Up's point, what what helped launch the PlayStation 4 really was the mindshare that they worked on the previous gen with the bundles and all that other stuff. So you got to really focus on mindshare this gen, and you got to have top notch, above par presentations. Period.
Anybody else like to go tackle that?
I think that what I think they're going to show is going to be maybe they're finally going to do some bundles. Maybe. What I hope they do is, like Z said, I hope they show what they're going to have coming down the pipeline with these studios, or at least show like a tech demo of what next gen looks like for Microsoft. I mean, something to that effect. Like I said, don't show anything for next year if you've already conceded defeat on this generation. Just go ahead, put all your eggs in next generation's basket, and move on from there.
Hashtag wait till the next generation. Fuck them E3s.
What about you, Mo? Neth?
I predict they might show like a teaser of what Playground Games might be working on. Bundles, controllers, and probably DLC of some kind, like for Sea of Thieves.
I'm predicting a price cut.
I think it's gonna be there. Yeah, price cut. Yep.
I can agree with that.
Price cut for the X. What do you think? What you predict? All right. So, what do you think? In all honesty, do you have high hopes? Are you going in with high expectations like E3, or I don't really have any expectations, to be honest with you. Like I said before, I
shouldn't go in there with high expectations, but they need to do something good, because at this point, you had to deal with Spider-Man and shit, and the competition shitting on you throughout the whole year. You gotta go in with a high note. Come on.
Well, who would even want to you can't even go in there with a high. Why would you even go assuming they're going to show something great? That's just me personally, unless you kids smoke.
Oh yeah, I don't think they probably won't show anything great, but I'm saying they should. They need to.
You can't do this.
They don't have a choice. They really don't have a choice. It's do or die for them at this point, because nobody can give a fuck about next year. This is it for them. This is their second E3. So
I've been had skills to $2. We talking about DLC? Not a game, but DLC. Yeah, it's gotten to that point. And overdone with the $2 thing, they're going to start teasing controllers with cup holders. They're going to start teasing controllers with cup holders.
Check this out, right? Look,
Megaton.
All they have to do, all the studios that they purchase, have executive or somebody come up and at least talk about what they're gearing up for the next generation. I'll be fine with that. Yeah. Just say, look, we already started. This is what we're going to get next generation. It's a project we started working on. It's going to be a RPG game, or just single player game, whatever it is. Just tell us that. I'd be perfectly fine with that. All right, so these guys already, they started working on shit already, and we know what they making. I'd be fine with that. At least I know they're working on something.
It's kind of like,
No, I was gonna say, but just I don't want Phil to come out and just talk about Crackdown, or even show a single player. Because if you're gonna this time show a multiplayer, you cannot show me single player, because then that's gonna be a big problem. Then that's just telling me that the game has issues again.
I think the whole game gonna show up, because it's already been confirmed that the multiplayer there and work.
Okay.
Would I be wrong if I said Lee Cannon in Washington? Was that wrong?
I think we're gonna be pleasantly surprised. I'm not getting too overexcited, but I think we might get a few big announcements.
I think
they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to.
Well, Obsidian might be acquired there, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, well, I'm talking maybe Obsidian will be acquired there, and then show some Here's the problem. Here's why I think it's important for at least some of the devs to go out and talk about what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. Z, remember when the whole thing with Phil, when he responded to the show and was like, "Oh, we never thought about mature looking games," right? Remember that shit? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
people don't trust. I hate to say it, and Post Up was talking about this on the show with me and Nethel. People don't trust Phil. They got Pinocchio noses of Phil, right? Post Up, you know what I'm saying?
Man, bro, yo, all over Twitter.
They don't trust him, so it's like, okay, they think that's that politics speech that we don't dictate what the developers do. So let the developers get on the stage and talk about what they're doing.
Look,
let them share with us some hardcore concepts. If they can do that and it can resound with us and it can resonate with us, then they are beginning to make steps in the right direction. But again, I'm gonna shut up. they got to come with something big on top of that.
Yeah, they do. I don't think they have a choice at this point. Like they got to show something.
They don't.
They're probably going to show more of Gears though. Like that's what I'm thinking.
Show it.
Shit, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that too. Like that's what I'm saying.
Gears 5 is. I'm calling it now. Everybody talking about Spider-Man and these Gods of War is the graphically definitive game of the generation. Hold on with that. Hold on with all that talk. And I know Jay gonna come for me for saying this, but I'm saying it. Hold on with that talk for now, because I promise you that Gears 5 is gonna be a problem.
But it's gonna take the crown. Well, of course, it's built from the ground up.
The Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2.
Nah, okay.
We don't know when they're coming out.
Yeah, that new Halo engine looked better than Last of Us 2.
What? I mean,
that was showing us.
That new Halo engine.
Get him, Dragon Moore. Get him. Start that.
All I'm saying is that Gears 5 is gonna be a what the fuck moment. I'm calling it now.
Well, hopefully in a good way, Post.
Will come out this generation.
Yeah. He tripping.
He said he tripping. No, he ain't. Get him, Dragon.
A lot of games that's gonna come. You gotta understand. Like I just wouldn't. Gears is gonna be crazy, but
my man Glenn Williams. Shout out to my man Glenn. He's funny as hell. My man to make that.
If you play a little bit for them, Z. Look at that shit in the back. Try to tell boy. Stop it.
If you played Gears 4 had a lot of shit going on top of graphics. I'm talking about particle systems is probably one of the best.
Hey, hold up. Play.
I can't hear. What happened? Hello? I can't hear nobody. What the hell happened?
Uh-oh.
No, everybody just...
what happened to Neethles?
Somebody slapped the shit out of Neethles. Somebody broke his goddamn...
back yet?
Yeah, you back.
I ain't do that.
My man Glenn Williams, shout out to my dude, he said Xbox needs to also change the way you can report people. Every 2 weeks I get a communication ban.
That shit foul, especially if you beat somebody in the game.
Oh yeah,
salty.
Oh, for real? Oh yeah.
My man King said like Gears 5 was made for PC. Fuck niggas.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
play that Assassin's Creed.
I gotta find a way to capture from this. I'm use what's that shit from the video? Screen shadow and record it like that.
Nah, just play it right now. I want you to show these people this shit's working.
No, but here's the thing. I'm on OBS, and the window capture only uses Firefox. And you gotta launch. You gotta launch that shit from, what do you call that shit?
I'm gonna have to. You gotta. Brother Z, he, my older brother Z. He still uses etch a sketch and shit.
I'm saying OBS. You can do. You can screenshot.
Yeah, bro, from Chrome. Hell yeah.
For a technical intern for Z. Still looking for a technical intern for Z.
So how you?
Where's Mass at?
Yeah, I get it. Then. That's what I do. I get it after the show. I have it running in the background. But again, shout out to my man for the $2 at Jersey all day. Yeah. He said, Lionel, before we go, Lionel said, I don't know, understand how Post can be so woke and believe in Phil Spencer, but hey, the earth is flat. Hey, come on, Lionel, get my man, listen, my man said Post is too much extra in the water.
Who is that, Lionel?
Yeah.
Nigga, look at your whole name, fuck, nigga. What is you talking about, nigga?
He said,
Post, that's messed up.
He said, Post, look at your whole name, nigga. Look, just chat. Read his whole name.
Hey, yo,
he got a perverted name. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? This nigga a pervert walking, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, boy? Fuck is you talking about? Lionel the dude, though.
Hey, yo, you say Post woke like a motherfucker, man.
Females, that nigga walk up to females and be like, what's your name? Lionel Bolton. Get your nasty ass away from me. You Bolton where? You Bolton where?
Hey, y'all,
all over the forehead.
Oh, I'm done. Hey, Lionel, let me get away with that, Lionel. I said, I'm done. You said, we Lionel Bolton.
No, my teacher, Mr. Bolton, be playing.
Oh, shit.
He said, Lionel, I'm Bolton. call my man Lionel a sexual deviant, man, on the low. I'm done, man. That motherfucker's crazy, man. But we get into tonight. What we playing tonight? What we getting into tonight? What we doing tonight?
Hey, bro, I got 1 hour left for the Fallout 76 beta. Yeah, baby.
Oh,
yeah.
Nah, fuck that. Let's go on the Black Ops.
Oh, shit. Say no more. But thank you.
I'm going to put hands on niggas in Soul Calibur.
I'm going to be on that, too. Say no more. But thank you for rocking out with the show. If you guys enjoyed the show today, as always, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Everybody, post some masks. Don't just leave masks in here. Leave the links to your channels. My man, Nothing Moss out there working, man. We got to get my man Dragon channel up and running. He back there, bull. He goat mouthing. You know what I mean? But thank you for rocking out. He said, I got you. I'm be coming for your post. He said, yeah.
He's done right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming out sometime next year.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we out here, though. We thank you for rocking out live. We going.